Morris just breaks out some magic of his own there, making people miss, picking up a first down.
Stays in. Backfield beside Durant. Fresh set of downs. 9 minutes to go, third quarter. Hands it off. Delayed draw. Greg Morris, Toronto-born. Former junior player who played in BC with the West Shore Rebel. And another injury here. And Matt Vonk is struggling.
Yeah, just the injury report, not only from Saskatchewan side, but it's bad for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Their defense tries to hang on here. A guy that's drawn in right now is Tony Burnett, second-year player from USC. We saw him bat a couple balls down in the first half, and he's coming in for Ian Wild, who's now out of the football game and has been this entire third quarter. And we've got Brendan Morgan out as a backup free safety, special teams guru. Harris is down, as we know. And Ryan Smith. They keep adding up for the Winnipeg Blue Bomber football team.
Tough day to be an athletic therapist and a football player. A lot of injuries going on here.
Oh, man, they're earning their money right now. And Matt Vonk, third-year player from Waterloo, gets his right ankle rolled up on right. There! Just imagine if he didn't have his ankles taped and his shoes spattered. It's unreal. Violent game.
Winnipeg House rises up again. 2nd and 9. The rush. Durant. It's at the goal line. It's a touchdown. And look who's back in the ball game.
Hey, quick hitter. Superman.
Superman does it again. Naaman Roosevelt. And the Riders are an extra point away from tying this up.
Darren Durant, plenty of time there. No pressure on him. He's running, he's coming left to right, running a dig, a 7 route right across the goal line. Roosevelt having himself another solid day. 4 catches, 105 yards, and first touchdown right there. Naaman Roosevelt, Darren Durant's favorite target, 2nd-year player from the University of Buffalo.
Tyler Krapina missed the point after last week, not today. We're all square at 10. Why wouldn't we be? And Naaman Roosevelt, you have just moved on top of the CFL yardage race.
I got to credit my man Derek Taylor back at TSN. And he did a little piece on him earlier, a stat profile on him being the receiver to watch this year, and he's bang on. DT is all over, and Naaman Roosevelt is lighting the CFL up.
And his first touchdown over the last 6.5 games.
Yes. I mean, he is quickly becoming one of the most productive receivers in the Canadian Football League over the last year of play. 10 weeks of this season and the last half of last season, Naaman Roosevelt has been lighting it up.
Guy who used to catch passes in Buffalo, the University of Buffalo, from a guy who plays for Winnipeg now.
Drew
is the backup quarterback, Drew Willie, and by the way, might be the elephant in the room today.
Yeah.
A lot of trade rumors out there that Drew Willie is being coveted by the Toronto Argos, with Ricky Ray going down, and rumors galore, nothing substantiated yet. Drew Willie now the backup, and Matt Nichols taking over here in Winnipeg. And Quincy McDuffie does some bashing and crashing up near the 38-yard line, but Naaman Roosevelt, his 2nd touchdown in over a month and a half, has propelled the Riders back in this ball game.
We talked to him about it yesterday, and you know, he just kept being very vague in his answers in general, and just saying we just got to make plays when we get an opportunity, and that guy's surely been doing a lot of that.
Guy who used to be a quarterback, as a matter of fact, when he was in high school.
Everybody used to be a quarterback, right?
And there you go. Everybody wanted to be, and then he made a good choice, though, didn't he?
Yeah, that guy's been playing it well.
Here's a big rush. Nichols lets it fly. Shepard takes a lick from Fred Bennett on that far side, and Otha Foster.
Oh my God, I think Bennett got the worst of it too, because he hit Shepard, who's just a tank of a receiver, and he's bounced the other way in a hurry. Right to left on your screen, pressure. Nichols gets rid of it.
This is bowling.
Now you're going the other way. Oh, and he felt every bit of that. You better look at it. Doink.
So Bennett is up. Former Stamp came over this year.
Checking body parts, doing inventory. He's good to go. We've seen a lot of that today. Players going to the sidelines, naming Roosevelt. I mean, just the latest guy before Bennett. And then he comes back and scores a touchdown.
You know, unsung heroes, we don't talk about them very much, but the trainers and the athletic therapists who do such a great job getting the players back in ball games.
A lot of duct tape, a lot of athletic tape, keeping these guys patchwork together.
2nd and 2, big run for Pascal Rouchard, filling in for the injured Andrew Harris, and the Canadian back has the first down, will move the chain gang.
Oh, this is beautiful. That is just nice. Boy, just guys up front, just absolutely watching them, just reach blocking here, getting there. Watch them pave the way.
Rouchard, Matty, used to this stuff. Of course, he played with the BC Lions, so he was backing up Andrew Harris in BC as well. When Harris went down, Nichols looked one way, now the other. Dressler, right to the first down marker. And we'll see what the spot is, but Otho Foster trying to keep him at bay. Looks like he's going to be just a little bit shy of that first down marker.
Yeah, Matt Nichols, watch him go through his progressions here. They're going hurry up offense. We're going to have a time. And we may come back to that because he's going hurry up here trying to catch Saskatchewan.
Oh, yes, look at this. For McDuffie, jump ball. A second down, and you're kind of looking at
little trickery.
They got a good chance to burn one here.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to a replay for you, show you Nichols' progression on the 1st and 10 play really quickly, and Winnipeg goes hurry up, and they fake a quarterback sneak. Watch the fake the quarterback sneak, and Quincy McDuffie, the bottom of your screen, just going to run a little go route. There's the fake, kick back 3 steps, and over the top. I did that as a Winnipeg Blue Bomber.
Here's the plunge for the first down. How about the job, though, that Casey Rogers did on that play?
Yeah.
Not to bite.
That's it. And an excellent job by Casey Rogers. Great point, Rod, of just not staying in the moment and not relaxing, because every play could be the difference here.
So they, I think, are calling for a measurement, but this, from this vantage point, looks like a first down. Mike O'Shea surveying it as well, and it will wait for the measurement. Certainly look from this point that Nichols had attained more than the first down yardage. It's going to be pretty close. There it is.
It's closer than Mike O'Shea would like.
Yes. Bomber fans like this. So does Mike O'Shea.
Yeah, there's Matt Nichols going through his progressions right to left. Watch his helmet. And watch how it moves right to left. Right, not there, not there. Bang, 3rd read right there. Give it to Dressler. Put him in 2nd and short. He took an opportunity down the field, a little trickery. Picked it up on 3rd down.
Dressler always a go-to guy, even more so now with Ryan Smith out. 1st and 10. They go back to Dress.
That's nice coverage. Dustin Cox getting a little redemption.
Boy, that was the matchup 6 days ago, was it not?
Yes, it was. Late in the game, controversial call, no challenges. Dressler here like this, and watch Justin Cox run the route for him. Get his left arm in, I believe, right? It's his right arm. Came around the front side.
Cox, who thought he had that interception.
Yeah, I thought he did too.
But is it interference? Bombers kept the drive going, and
no challenges by Saskatchewan at that point. They'd already burned him on a bogus call.
Nichols fires. Oh, there's a nice catch by McDuffie. He's going to pick up about 6 or 7. Oh, hang on. And it looked like he'd been stopped.
Greg Cox.
2nd and 3rd effort.
Greg Jones, excuse me, from Michigan State, 3rd-year player. He was the guy who saved the day because McDuffie was not going down. He was not going down. He's out here by himself. Just runs and sits down. Then he bangs it back out because the ball's taken there to him. Matt Nichols spotting it because he felt Cox coming from inside out. Watch him spot this ball outside. That's beautiful. Takes the receiver away from injury and harm. McDuffie does the rest.
Still short of a first down, so the sure leg of Justin Medlock, not this time. And in the end zone,
pushed it.
Bringing it out is Kendall Lawrence. And Lawrence might have thought about giving up one there, but Justin Medlock, a rare miss. No points. 10-10 the score. 4.5 left, 3rd quarter in the Banjo Bowl. Get your camera, CanadaInAday.ca today. So Kendall Lawrence on the ground. You know, when you think about Kendall Lawrence bringing that ball out, and yes, he probably saw something, but might have been better just to try to get upfield a little quicker instead of a couple of zigs and zags.
Yeah, you know, those guys got a special feel for those returns, and sometimes it's easier up here than it is down there. And we thought he might have been better off going straight up the football field on that one. Saskatchewan's backed up where they haven't been. Scored a touchdown inside their 20, starting to drive there all season long.
Andrew Harris is Winnipeg's biggest cheerleader right now out of the ball game. Darian Durant coming back for the ball is Caleb Hawley. Another big defensive effort from the Blue Bombers, a 2-and-out.
You talk about being smart and playing together and complementary football. I talked to a lot of the coaches around the league, and that's a term I'm hearing quite a bit, is complementary football. And Orlando Steinauer from Hamilton is the most recent that's used that term, and that's great complementary football for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Miss a field goal, good coverage units on the missed field goal return. Defense gets a 2-and-out. Winnipeg should be in good field position.
A short field here, but Bartel's got that big leg. Kevin Fogg, who had a kick returned.
Got the edge.
Penalty, has another one on the edge and knocked out of bounds up near the 51, but good field position for the Blue Bombers, trying to answer that touchdown by Naaman Roosevelt with just under 3 minutes to go. And Matt Nichols trying to stay perfect this season as the Winnipeg Blue Bomber quarterback.
Yeah, and, you know, we know he's not thinking about that right now. He's thinking about good field position, getting points on the board, and trying to decipher this stingy Saskatchewan defense right now, with his lineup kind of hampered a little bit with Ryan Smith being out of the and Andrew Harris being out of the lineup.
Play action looking for McDuffie. Look out here. Chucked down.
Jeff Heck coming from deep in the secondary is absolutely just coming downhill because he feels what this play is all about. He's injured now. Watch him. He's coming from depth right here. He's going to have to come downhill all the way to catch one of the fastest guys in the football field, and he does it with his prep work, pre-snap recognition. He's coming downhill, covering a lot of ground, making that hit on McDuffie and taking the brunt of it. Jeff Heck just came over from Calgary Stampeders earlier in the football season, and he's a special teams guy and a free safety that's extremely reliable back there. Very smart.
Another bad sign for the Blue Bombers. Another player in street clothes. That's Ryan Smith coming back to the sideline.
Ryan Smith is tired of being in those street clothes.
And again, they were looking at his hand and maybe his shoulder. Looked like his hand's a little taped up down there. He's holding something.
Andrew Harris there. Now Jeff Heck, he's on the other side of the ball.
Hey, we talked about it before this game. It was a bang-on game. This is a game full of physicality from the opening kick and from last week. Anytime they meet.
Ian Wild on your left there, and right in front of, and right next to him is Brendan Morgan right here. And it's going to be a full training room tomorrow.
So the Bombers line up 2nd and 4, just in Saskatchewan territory. Shard in the pistol with Nichols in the shotgun. They go to the screen, the flat here, the hitch, and it's going to be short.
That's on Matt Nichols, and he's upset, and he's showing some frustration as he comes to the sidelines here. And that ball was behind his intended target, which didn't give him an opportunity to go up the field without hesitation. He had to hesitate a little bit. That's all Saskatchewan needed to close the gap and come up with a sure tackle, forcing a punt again. Seems like Medlock and Bartel have been going at it all day.
Medlock has booted 10 inside the 10 this season. Edwards pushed out of bounds. Well, we talked about our fun today with our camera and CanadaInAday.ca. Well, Marks and TSN want you to show us what it means to be a CFL fan. Download the TSN Go app and use the Marks Fan Cam feature for use at #MarksFanCam on Instagram or Twitter to share your game day pictures and videos. There's lots of them today. The best fan submissions may be featured on TSN. Guess what? They are featured right now.
Unfortunately, you and I haven't been involved in that project today.
You know what? But you know what? We can try after this game.
We'll make up for it at the Maple Leaf Lounge.
You got that right. quick hitter. Snipes it in and close to 8 yards on that reception.
Yeah, this is nice coming right at you. Darian throwing a quick slant 3 on the route tree. Zip! Right in there before coverage gets to him.
Hawley, a former Buffalo Bill, so played in the Arena League out of East Central.
Talk about playing on a postage stamp in the Arena League. He must think he's playing in a prairie up here.
Yes, absolutely. They'll hand it off
look
again.
at that play.
That's first down territory for Saskatchewan. Greg Morris again.
Yeah, they only needed a yard. And Khalil Bass is right there. Makes another shoestring. Morris with a nice cut. Khalil Bass got him by the shoestrings. Otherwise, he's still running. Khalil Bass, he's really having to take on a big load now. Losing Ian Wild has been unbelievable this year for the Bombers defense at will linebacker.
Bombers load up the house here. And over the top. Once again, it's Hawley, and Darian Durant read that perfectly as the Bombers were showing blitz. Hawley has a first down and silences this crowd.
Right up the seam he goes, and Darian Durant finds him with ease, as 11-year pro you would think would do, and he made that look easy.
So we're headed to the fourth quarter. Good one here. Tied at 10. The Banjo Bowl rolls on. He's the Blue Bombers' all-time passing yardage leader here from the mid-70s to early 80s. Number 5, Dieter Brock, two-time most outstanding player in the Canadian Football League and a legend in these parts, and still got that hair flowing as well. My goodness. And Dieter Brock is now in the Winnipeg Blue Bombers Ring of Honor. Congratulations and welcome back to Winnipeg.
Well, thank you, Rod, Matt. It's good to be here with you guys, and it's great to be back in Winnipeg.
Now, I read that you said, and you're a member of the Canadian Football Hall of Fame, that this honor is equal or even better to being in that Hall of Fame.
Well, it is to me because of being in the stadium here with all these wonderful fans and having played here. This tops it all for me because, you know, when you play and you go out there in front of all these fans and they recognize you for this, is just such an honor.
Dieter, I measured my game for you and for years.
And your arm, by the way.
And your arm. And you inspired a lot of young quarterbacks to be better because of your skill set. And I know Winnipeg Blue Bombers are proud to have you back here, honoring you. And certainly, you were one of my mentors as I was a young quarterback, wet behind the ears coming to this league. And what's it feel like coming back to Winnipeg?
Well, Matt, it's just been great. You know, we've been back here a couple of times here over the last several years, but coming back in this environment, in this situation, I'm just thrilled to death. My wife and I are so honored and humbled by this experience.
Yeah, well deserved. And how do you feel at Milt Stegall, Kenny Payne, Chris Walby, Jerry James, and yourself?
It's great. You know, those some outstanding players. Now, I've said all along, you know, I couldn't be here without some of the guys that I played with. We had some outstanding players, outstanding receivers, great offensive line, and without those guys, I couldn't be here.
That's where our bread is buttered, those big boys up front.
You ain't kidding, Matt.
Yeah.
Shamad Chambers. Dieter Brock joining us. Newest member to the Bomber Ring of Honor.
So you're hanging your hat in Birmingham, Alabama.
The Birmingham Rifle.
Yes.
Yes. And what a great place. What a great football town that is.
You know about that, man.
Yeah, I did. And I only got a chance to experience it for a year, but phenomenal football base there. And I know you're eating good down there.
Yeah, there's some good food down there. There's no question.
Rifle, I've always wanted to ask you this. I grew up here, and I wanted to be a quarterback like you. Unfortunately, I just had no talent. But I did want to ask you. There were legends about how far you could throw a football. What was the furthest you ever threw a football?
Well, as I was telling somebody before, we were in Calgary. You know how it is in Calgary, Matt. The air is thinner there. You've got a higher elevation. And before a game, the day before a game, I threw one 93 yards in the air.
What? What?
Yeah, like I said, the air is thinner.
93 yards. That's wicked nasty.
Hey.
Here's Darian Durant now. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. Durant now has to get out of trouble, and he lobs it up. What? There's an interference call likely coming here.
Dieter, you watch the way the game's played now, and empty sets and all, very little running of the football, and these quarterbacks are just spreading things out. You could still be playing if they were running this style of offense back in the day.
Yeah, it's a lot different than when we played, and maybe, I don't know, it started changing when you were there later on, but we had more just 4 receiver set, when I finished my career. Now it's a lot of empty backfield and mostly one back, but
just relying on those wings and quarterbacks and the ability to chunk it. Now, like I said, the strongest arm ever to play the game, and it is absolutely mind-boggling. I think
93 friggin' yards.
That's ridiculous.
Jeez.
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
So Darian Durant back in the gun here. Crowd amps it up. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Durant now looking. Turning back to the ball once again. Fumble football.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
The Winnipeg Blue Bombers force another turnover. Johnny Adams has it. An absolute strip job.
In space, Caleb Holly trying to work some magic and gain, do a little extra, ends up costing him. Darian Durant, all kinds of time, goes right to left, finds Holly underneath, and then it's Fogg, the first man there, and then coming in late, I believe it's Jake Thomas or Tennant. Got to get a number on that Mack truck that came there. Here he comes. Yeah, that is Brendan Tennant, second-year player from Laval. He got his big right arm in there and just threw that ball flying.
So an injured rider. Bombers take over. They lead the CFL in turnover ratio. I have to ask you, are you still a big CFL fan? Do you watch the games down south?
I watch them all, Rod. If I don't get them on ESPN2, I get them on the internet. I used to get them on ESPN3, but we don't have that anymore right now where I'm at. But I watch all of them. I get them all.
Yeah.
Is there one moment that stands out for you in time? You played in the NFL as well, but one moment in particular that stands out for you? You had a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the one game that really stands out more than anything, I guess, is the game in Ottawa when I hit 41 out of 47, and
what?
You threw for 713.
I don't hit 41, 47 playing Xbox.
Well,
that's ridiculous.
I don't think anybody's going to break your record of 713 yards, though, in one game.
Dieter, I just passed the buck there, and that was we were taking advantage of some mismatches that day.
Well, you
a
sure
lot of
did
great
that.
Receivers.
So,
41 of 46. That's a beatdown.
So Matt Nichols playing clean football once again.
Get it up there.
Going deep.
Whoa.
He got it. Julian Feoli Gadino. Catch of the game.
Hey, and we were talking to Nichols yesterday, and he's talking about how every time Julian Gadino comes in, watch this. He's coming. He's number 2 receiver right down.